Today marks International Women's Day, and activists from across the state are expected at the state capitol today. They'll be calling for a change to the state's constitution. This morning in St. Paul, supporters will be calling for an equal rights amendment to be added to the ballot in the November 2018 election. They believe making a permanent change to the state's constitution will ensure that women are treated equally in both society and in the workplace. It's being called a day of action. There will be training opportunities for people to speak with state representatives, and after that, hundreds are expected to rally in support of the idea of a constitutional amendment.
WCCO chief political reporter Pat Kessler joins us now. Pat, what will it take to get the Equal Rights Amendment actually added to the ballot?
Yeah, this is really interesting. The House and the Senate would both have to vote on it. It would bypass the governor and go right onto the ballot. However, there is not a lot of appetite here. There have been no hearings on the bill here at the Capitol yet, and it's really unclear whether that would happen. I think a lot of people believe that the Equal Rights Amendment already passed. It was a bill back in the 1970s, and 35 states nationally endorsed the Equal Rights Amendment, but it needs 38 in order to become the law of the land. So that's one thing they're working on. So because that did not happen, they're coming here to Minnesota to see if we can get it into our Constitution here. It would help on things like wage discrimination. Women don't make as much as men in almost every job category. So it's an uphill battle here, but they've been trying for a number of years. Today they're going to put a spotlight on that.
Last night, you had a reality check, Pat, on Sunday liquor sales. I have talked to many liquor store owners, as I know you have. How much of a difference did it really make by having Sunday sales?
Yeah, really interesting. How much of a difference? Meh.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. We found from the Department of Revenue that alcohol taxes increased only a little bit, 1.9%. A lot of people, when this passed during the last year, and we've been following this debate for many years here, it passed last year, July it goes into effect. A couple of arguments about it. They wanted to level the playing field so taxes did not flow to Wisconsin, for example, other Sunday sales states. Also, they said that perhaps that local liquor stores would make more money. That doesn't appear to have happened. We're going to have to drill down on this for the next year or so, but right now it was only a 1.9% increase, which was half of what it was the year before. So one of the smallest increases in many years.
It'll be interesting to see going forward what they find.
Yeah.
President Trump expected to sign a formal order imposing steel tariffs on imported steel and aluminum. He actually tweeted this morning, "We have to protect and build our steel and aluminum industries while at the same time showing great flexibility and cooperation toward those that are real friends and treat us fairly on both trade and the military." So maybe some wiggle room here for U.S. allies?
Well, first of all, we don't know that he's going to do that today. The White House has been all over the map on this. It's a moving target. We don't know that he's going to do it. He has promised to slap these big tariffs on all of the countries in the world, including Canada and Mexico. But as you mentioned, yeah, he wants to exempt certain countries now, wiggle room for countries in North America, like Canada, like Mexico. North American countries, that's what we call the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, which is what he's against.
It's a bad deal. Bad deal, Pat.
Yeah, so we don't know exactly where the White House stands. And if he's carving out this for North American countries, that's what he's been against for many years. Who knows where this is going, but perhaps as early as today there will be some signature on these, and then will a trade war start? That's the big question now.
Yeah, this is a retaliation. Pat, thank you. We'll check in with you on the news at 5 and 6 tonight. Okay.